Hey, camera A. Hello, camera B. Hey, rolling sound. My name is Mike. My role here is pretty much darkroom tech, or some people call me the darkroom goblin, which I like.
So my name is Desiree Custodio Pereira, and I am the co-founder of 818 Community Darkroom.
The Community Darkroom is a place that I wanted to create strictly for, not just for photography, but different types of artists.
And also just a place where creatives could go, even just to hang out, share ideas.
For the longest time, I always felt like I never belonged to any specific thing or a place or a group of people. Always felt I was welcomed but not really accepted, and I was tired of feeling like I didn't have, you could say, anything to myself or be a part of something. And I had the epiphany. It's like, well, why don't you start something?
In the art world, there tends to be these invisible walls that are built around specific artistic expression. And I kind of bought into that a little bit. I was scared that I wasn't, able to develop my own film, or I wasn't there yet. When I walked into 818 Community Darkroom, all of those invisible barriers, those invisible walls just completely completely crumbled. And now I kind of know how to develop my own film. And I'm going to learn more.
What I'm doing is giving other people the permission to be who they are and feed that child that didn't get that permission. So I guess we're just a bunch of big kids here, and I'm like, go ahead, do your thing, have fun with it.
There's community in this space. There is a sense of family, which is kind of interesting.
I think it's really just friendly faces, and everybody's so happy and kind and welcoming, and you just know that you're going to be greeted so warmly, and it always makes me really happy every time that I show up.
I get a lot of things. Well, first, my work done, and on top of that, friendships that really matter and to me, that have really stood out than anything else that I've had.
And having the luxury to not have to fight, to be able to just create something that you're meant to do, I feel like if I can provide that for somebody, I feel like that can be my biggest contribution.
Yeah, the best times here is coming in on a hot day, and it's a nice, cool, dark room where you can just whisper and bump into your friends over hours saying, I'm gonna work all day.
The machines that are old school and big and clunky, I think, is a beautiful, enriching thing. I think the tones and colors, the opposing blues and reds are perfect because those are the blood colors that flow through us.
Just being in the presence of other great drives, it really pushes you to find more of yourself and of your practice.
We meet so many different kinds of people. We talk and see each other when we can, and we catch up on our days or weekends. And then the photographic stuff on the side. So it's kind of like the community is what you're coming for, and the printing and the developing is secondary in a way.
I think it is a magical experience because you're really just looking at a white sheet of paper until you put it in the chemistry. And then slowly through agitation, the image appears, assuming you've done everything correctly.
When I first see a print start to appear in the developer, I get really excited.
Very happy, because it's not always you get to see your print, pop up from the developer's side, and you've done everything right.
And it is what you see in the movies. You watch it slowly develop, and it's really magical because it was look like nothing, and then you see your image start to appear. And that's really just like the start of a really rewarding experience.
And I hope that it comes out as well. Actually, if anything comes out, then I'm pretty excited at that point. So, yeah.
Right, because there's always a chance of material not working the way it should, or perhaps there's a light leak from somewhere, from your phone, or it could be just anything, the lighting. But when it pops up and it develops, you know your work is gonna be evidenced. So that's good, and you get to share it with your friends.
So one day I was just walking around with one of my cameras, and I go into Little Tokyo, and I'm getting myself kind of, walking around. I was getting a little hungry. So I go into Mr. Ramen, which is on 1st Street in Little Tokyo, and I ordered a bowl of ramen, and this young man who's the waiter there goes, "Hey, I love your camera. Is it a film camera?" And I go, "Yeah."
I heard about 818 through a friend and also through social media. 818 was hosting an art gallery at a festival at the Reseda Arts.
So I heard about them from a friend of mine whom I've been working with for murals in the city.
He goes, "Well, there was this just amazing couple that just left. They said they're opening up a dark room in the Van Nuys."
And I thought that it would be a really good opportunity, and it also intrigued me that there was a community dark room, because that's not something that you see every day.
And he suggested that I speak to them about art projects that I might be interested in, and perhaps working out something together and see how it all goes. And that's how I met the great guys at the darkroom.
I'm like, "Give me their info now. I need to know where this place is at. I would love to check them out." And me being a film photographer, I was like, I haven't had access to a darkroom in ages since school. So I have like 3 years worth of film that needs to get developed and hopefully printed and some work done,
It had to be when my wife asked me the question, if money was not an issue, what would you do? And the first thing that came to my mind was photography. And that was the photography was just the blanket answer, but specifically in there was actually having my own darkroom.
I want to give a personal public service announcement to any artist in the 818 area that if you're trying to get something done, stop running away from it. Just come here and we can help you.
Your dreams and ambitions are stuck in your prison if you don't let them outside of you.
There are a lot of stories to be told, and I'm not that good with words, so I use pictures too.
You need to share your dreams and ambitions with yourself and say it's okay. Find those you admire. Figure it out, a way to connect with them.
And I feel like there's a family. And I'm just so grateful for that.
We're here to help you tell the story you're trying to tell.